All right, welcome back. This is Gage Reality. We're back on set. As you can see, this is where we did the bulletproof glass shooting the last time. Now, what do we have? Some grocery store items. Got a couple bags of flour, actually 3 bags of flour. And at the end, we're going to do a watermelon. We're going to shoot 4 guns today. We're going to shoot the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 380. That's the micro pistol. We're going to shoot the Walther PPS. That's going to be the subcompact. We're going to shoot the Smith & Wesson compact. And then we're going to shoot a full-size gun, which is the Beretta 92. We're going to start out shooting the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard, which has a 1.5-inch grip and a 3-inch barrel. And the purpose of me doing these videos is because last week I was shooting with a new shooter, and he had a SIG 365, and that was a gun that someone recommended to him, and he did a little research online and he bought it. But what I would have recommended was that he spent some money to go to the gun range and to try out different pistols to shoot at the gun range prior to buying. You can only watch so many YouTube videos and you can only speak to so many people. Like a lot of people, they're only going to recommend the very cheapest gun to buy or the most popular gun to buy, which is going to be a SIG or a Glock or a Smith & Wesson, right? So I'm going to show you the difference in shooting with these different guns, because we're going up in size from this bodyguard to the full size. We're going to start out, I'm going to shoot 2 rounds on this bag of flour, and we'll see what my accuracy is going to be, and I'll be shooting from about 7 yards away. All right, guys, here we are. We're back. Just finished shooting the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 380 from 7 yards away to hit this bag of flour right here. And this is to the point. I feel like the smaller the gun, the lower your accuracy rating. So I hit a lot of innocent bystanders on this one. So the stump had a few bullets go to it, and then the one behind it caught a couple bullets. Okay, so we're gonna swap out guns. I'm gonna go to the Walther PPS, which is the subcompact. So I'm leaving the micro, going to the subcompact. So we'll see how my accuracy will increase. Stay tuned. All right, guys, we're back. My accuracy is steadily improving, just like I thought. But guess what? I still miss the bullseye on the flower. So we're with the micro, the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 380, I was shooting low. Now with the Walther PPS subcompact, I'm shooting a little high. So as you can see, I have about 4 bullets scaping the top of the bag of flour, and you see the flour spray onto the log back there. So let's say, for instance, this is the forehead, or this is the head. I hit the forehead and blew the brains out, right? So we're gonna go up to the Smith & Wesson compact, where this gun has a 2.25 grip, which is about an inch longer than the bodyguard, but it has a 3-inch barrel like the bodyguard. So we're gonna go up to a larger pistol and see what results we're going to have. Stay tuned. All right, guys, we're back. I just finished shooting the Smith& Wesson Compact 9. My accuracy improved tremendously. As you can see, the bag is damn near empty. You have 4 shots on the actual target itself. These 2 shots up top, they're from the previous pistol. And then as the bag started to tilt over, I had 2 shots at the bottom of the bag and they came out the top, right? And as you see, there's more flour on the log behind it. This gun, like I said, has, maybe I didn't discuss that, it has a 3.5-inch grip on it. And I think this might be a 4-inch barrel, maybe I think it's a 4.2-inch barrel. Don't quote me on that. Look up the specs for it on the Smith& Wesson website, but it's a longer barrel. It's going to give you more accuracy. It has a longer grip, which is going to give you more control, right? So we're going to go to a full-size standard gun, which is the Beretta 92 after this, and basically see where we're going to be with that. I'm going to swap the flour out for a watermelon, and we're going to have a little bit of fun. All right, guys, that was crazy, right? I completely blew the brains out of this watermelon and it fell over. We're going to pick it up, take a look at it. That was with the Beretta 92 FS. And I forgot to measure the grip on this. Go to Google. They'll tell you the size of the grip and the length of the barrel, right? It's a full-size gun. And the misconception is that a lot of people are going to tell you, get a subcompact gun, get a compact gun, get a micro gun because they're easier to carry. This gun is really hard to carry, right? Unless you're gonna open carry it, right? I can still carry this gun in the wintertime when I'm wearing heavier coats, or I have a really good holster to go underneath my arm. So you have to figure out what's best for you. These full-size guns are great to have by your bedside, even if you do want to carry a micro gun or a subcompact. These full-size handguns are great to have by your bedside. And I think over the past 10 years, a lot of people have gotten away from full-size guns because, a lot of people, especially after COVID, they want to just buy that one gun and be done. And it's okay with having more versatility. You don't have one pot or one pan or one skillet in your kitchen. You have more than one in different types of skillets to do pancakes or eggs or to fry a steak or whatever. So you know it's okay to try new things and consider a full-size gun. We're going to pick up this watermelon and we're going to go from there. Yes, I just put it in my pocket. It's unloaded, so don't worry. All right, so you can see, the complete innards of the watermelon just exploded. Um, this just shows how the increase in accuracy is. I was at the same 7 yards that I was at before with the previous 3 handguns, and you just have way more control. And believe it or not, it's less recoil with a heavier gun, right? And that's the things you just got to consider. Go to the gun store, pick up the guns, hold them. If you go to a great store like Bass Pro Shops or Cabela's or Academy, the people behind the counter, they're very friendly. They're always willing to help. Sometimes your local gun shop, they kind of have guys back there who know it all, and they always want to just direct you to a Glock. Go somewhere where they're going to have some customer service and they're going to help consult you on what the best pistol may be. Go to your local range, rent these guns. If you can, save up, put a budget to the aside, shoot a particular gun one day. Maybe next week you shoot another type of gun. if you're considering buying a new gun, or if it's your first gun, you want to try out these varieties because you only have maybe one time to save your own life, right? And if you do, you want to make sure you have the gun that you're comfortable with and you can actually shoot accurately. All right, wanted to cover that. This is Gage Reality. Like, comment, subscribe, share it to a friend. Hit me on the Cash App if you want to donate to the channel. This stuff isn't free. I take it out of my own pocket. I don't have any sponsorships. All the support really matters. Thank you. Have a great day.